I think it stays in the Wi-Fi more than it does the. I've
Yeah.
got it hardwired, but it doesn't seem to. It didn't give me an error that time, did it?
It usually takes a minute.
See if you can see.
Kel, can you see if you can see me now?
Yeah, let me go look.
Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Can you see me
No,
now?
that's fine. I want to be helpful.
I think you can't because people would have already come on by now because it's 8:02, and so people would have already tried to come in.
Man.
Oh, I see you.
You do?
Yeah.
Did you see me stick my tongue out?
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That is so amazing.
Awesome.
You are the best, girl. Okay, I'm hanging up now.
Okay.
Bye. Hey, can you guys hear me? Like, if you can hear me, like, say something.
Didn't you turn off the chat?
No, the chat's there. I see Angela and Judy and Angela and Charlene and Kelly. You guys, I have literally just spent the last 2.5 hours trying to get this to work. And I'm not prepared for my card now because I've been playing with my computer. Hey, Judy. Hey, Carrie. Oh, my gosh. I don't know what we did. We've tried everything to make this work. We've uploaded drivers. We've hardwired the laptop in. We've done so many things. So I apologize. I know I'm looking in at, and I should be looking into the camera. And now it's going to get really cattywampus. I have to move everything around so I can see you guys. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So who else is here? Hey, girls. All right. Oh, good. You guys can hear me. Hey, from Texas. Thanks for joining. All right, you guys, I am going to, it's going to get messy for a minute because I'm obviously not set up. And I need to get my laptop out of the way so I can get my camera down and you guys can see the card because you didn't really come here to see me. Although this is very exciting, I think you came to see my laptop. So let me see. I mean, you came to see my video. Okay. Hang on, I'm trying to be careful. I've already dropped my computer once off my desk. I'm trying not to do that again. Oh, I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy this is finally working because last week I tried numerous times. I did a whole video. It didn't work. So that was a disaster. So, okay. Let me just give me a second to get myself set up. I don't have my little official notice yet, but hi, I'm Trish. Happy Monday night, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's Trish's Card Club. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page called Trish's Card Club. And if you need to shop for any products that you see tonight, you can go to trishn.stampinup.net. Normally I have a little video that you see, a little announcement, but I don't have that. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to get my cutter and I need to get a piece of paper and I'm going to flip you down and around. So I'm going to put a pretty piece of Designer Series paper on my counter, underneath my camera. Close your eyes, you guys. Whoever's watching, close your eyes. Because it's gonna get a little crazy. Okay. Oh, it's full of shadows. I don't have my lights on. All right. At least you guys can know what's showing. Okay, my computer's showing. Okay. Just look at that pretty piece of paper. I'm gonna switch it around so it's not upside down. Okay. Just look at that pretty piece of paper just for a second. Oh my gosh. If you're joining me for the first time, thank you. And I apologize for the craziness of this video. It is so funny. Because I just did not think it was going to work, but it's working. Okay. All right. And let me just get a little bit more light on the situation because then you really can see me. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. Okay. Well, hello, everybody. Hey, Anna. Oh, my gosh, you guys. I feel like I've found my long-lost friends. I was so bummed out that I could not get this whole thing to work. Oh, huge shout-out to Kelly Matovich. Kelly is the young lady that I talked about a couple weeks ago whose birthday card I demoed. Kelly is the computer whiz. She's just super, super smart. And she said, hey, call me. So we called her, and she just talked through a couple things, and then she got on and we tried a few things. And anyways, a miracle happened. God answered prayer and I'm on live tonight. So I'm so excited. So if this is your first time, it's not usually like this. I try to be a little bit more organized, but we're here. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make a card. And then at the end of that, Kelly is a card making person as well. And I'm going to show her a few tricks on paper cutting because she's just getting into it. And I just want to show her a few tricks, but I'll show you the card first. So if you need to run, you can run. If you can stay an extra 5 minutes, then that's good as well. So I don't even have anything prepared, you guys. Like, I don't have the name of the papers that I'm using. So if anybody's out there and knows the name of the papers as I'm showing it, just put it in the chat, because I literally spent all the time that I had from when I got home from work trying to get this video to work. So I apologize. I probably won't even have colors accurate at the rate I'm going. So, okay, let's get started. This is pumpkin pie, and this is a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of paper scored in half. So it's scored at 5 1/2, and it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Let me get that. So 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Cal, don't worry about that. I'm going to show you how we get to there. Okay. Hey, Shannon, thanks for joining. You missed the whole drama. I'm glad you came. So this card I'm making tonight, I want to give a shout out and a huge thank you to Carrie Todd. Carrie did this in our bingo last weekend, and I loved the layout. Now, I don't know if Carrie invented this, or I'm not 100% sure if this was her original idea, because I think it's been around for a little while, but she brought it back to my memory, and I loved it. It's a really fun way to do a different card. So what you do is you're going to take your card and you're going to cut off 1 inch off one side. It doesn't matter which side, and I'll show you why. So just cut off 1 inch, and then you can ditch that. So now you have a card that's folded. Instead of it being a full card like that, now it's folded like that. Does that make sense? Okay. That's all you do on that. I'll come back to that board in a minute. Then I'm taking crushed curry somewhere around on my desk. I should have glue. Oh, there it is. Okay. Did anybody join when I was sticking my tongue out because I was so mad? Did anybody see that? Okay. Let's see. Let's put that on there. Do you see how I have a lot more here than here? I'm going to trim this down another a quarter of an inch. It probably should have been trimmed a little bit more than that. Let me see. I have to try something. Yeah. Okay. It just needs to come off just a little teeny bit. It's just too long. I don't have my measurements memorized, so patience, people. I need a lot of patience tonight. Okay, so there's one layer. So just the whole concept of the card is that you take a regular card and you cut off 1 1/4 inch. That's the whole concept. You take the regular card, you cut off 1 1/4 inch. Okay, so let's just backtrack and do that. Then you take a piece of Designer Series paper, and you're going to cut this 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, because this is 4 inches by 4 inches, and what's left of this card base is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So you're just layering. I hope that makes sense, people. Okay. If it doesn't make sense, go to Carrie's page, which is CT Stamp. It's Stamp with CT. And Carrie, she has a Facebook page. She's really good. Her videos are outstanding. She videos every Wednesday, I think around 3 o'clock our time, Eastern time. I'm not sure because she's out of Texas, what time that is. But Carrie's very patient, very calm. Her videos are amazing. Yes, go check her out. That'll help you a lot. Okay, this piece of paper, which is just the reverse side of that one, this is 1.5 inches. But let me double check to make sure I'm giving you the right measurements now that I've messed up that. Yep, 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches. Yep. And then you just do this. And you're going to put that on the inside like this. You're going to get a really pretty card. You're going to get a really pretty effect. Isn't that cool? So it's very different. So when Carrie showed us this card, she had cut out for us beautiful flowers. And in this paper goes with a stamp set. I think the stamp set is a bloom, a blossom, a something. Let me see what it is. I have my catalog right here. One moment, please. Let me see what it is. Let me see where the Designer Series paper is on our catalog. Designer period punches, stamp sets. Usually, oh, people, I don't know. This is just This is just a crazy, ill-prepared video from Trish. And let me see if I can find it in the front real quick because I couldn't find it in the, it's going to be past here. Thank you, Carrie. You're so right. I just need to breathe deep. Okay. All right. Phew, you guys. Okay. This is the paper right here. And this paper is called Florals in Bloom. This is the paper that we're using. This piece right here. It's this piece of paper here. Florals in Bloom. So that's the paper. And if you guys can see, it comes with dies. And Carrie had cut us out a beautiful flower. But it also comes, see this flower that's in the paper right here, you guys? It's also a stamp that you can cut out, and it has a die that goes with it. So that's what would be really beautiful on this card. And you would put it right here. But I don't have one of those because I wasn't even thinking I was going to get to go live. So I just did a little label. And that's what I'm doing. My husband just brought me in water. He probably thinks I need to take a deep breath too. Everyone, you guys are so patient. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is, and then what you would do is you would cut a 4-inch by 4-inch piece of white paper so you could have a place to write. So that's what this card is. So again, I loved this design. We did it in, and I'll even show you, we did it in my class this past weekend. I'll show you the colors that we did so you can at least see that. This will give you an idea of what to do with the flower. So this is what we did in our class this weekend. Same paper, just different colors. Isn't that beautiful though? And that's what Carrie showed us, is how to use an embellishment like a flower. I know it's so pretty. So super easy. Let me just refresh your memories on how to cut it. So you're taking your regular standard piece of paper and you're cutting off 1 1/4 inches. And that's what this is. I lie. That's what this is. 1 1/4 inches. And then you're going to take a 1 1/2 inch piece of Designer Series paper, usually the flip side of it. But if the flip side doesn't work, then any Designer Series paper will work. So this is the flip side of that. This is the flip side of that. My bracelet is jingling on my desk, and I know that's going to get picked up on the video. It's going to be terrible. So, hey, thanks, Anna. All right. So that's that. That is the card for the night. So what I just want to review just in a few minutes, just the simple basics of card cutting, because when you get product from Stampin' Up, now let me bring up my video camera a little bit so that I can get more space in here. When you get product from Stampin' Up and you get a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, you're like, what do I do with that in order to be able to make a card? Well, you have to cut it down to size, and there's all kinds of choices of how to do it. So I'm just going to show Kelly and everyone else that can stay around for 5 minutes and listen a real quick way to do it. And I have one more card to share with you guys too, so that'll be tempting if you want us today. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut your card. We're going to do 2 directions. We're going to do horizontal and vertical. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut your card in half. This is an 11-inch piece of paper. So 5 1/2 is what you're going to do to cut it. 5 1/2. Now you have 2 card bases. Then you're going to score the card bases. So you're going to, it's 8.5 by 5 1/4. I'm sorry. It's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And so to score it, you're going to go to 4 1/4. And that is where you get your card base. So let me show you again. It's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. At the 11-inch side, you cut it at 5 1/2. That gives you a piece of paper that's now 5 1/2 inches by 8 1/2 inches. 8 1/2, half of 8 1/2 is 4 1/4. So you put it to the 4 1/4 mark, and then you score it. And that gives you your card base. So with this card base, you can have your card open up like this. You can also have your card open up like this. So out of one cutting, you can get 2 different ways to do your card. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's one direction. The other option is same size piece of paper. It's 8 1/2 by 11. Half of 8 1/2 is 4 1/4. So you'll cut it at 4 1/4. And what Kelly can do, and anybody else that's listening to this video, if you've not cut cardstock before to make card bases, just come back and re-listen to it. If I'm talking too fast, which probably I am, or if it's just a lot of information to capture in the first time, which it probably is, just come back and re-listen to the video. So you're going to cut it at 4 1/4. And now you have 2 card bases. Since this is now 4 1/4 by 11, we're going to score this one at 5 1/2. And this is the magic of card making. And then now you have a card that goes this way. So you can open it this way, or you can open it this way. So you have a card that looks like this, or you have a card that looks like that. Can you see the difference? Super easy. Super, super easy. Now, let's say, just as a couple hints, let's say you need a piece of paper, a small scrap of paper, and all you have is full sheets of cardstock. Always cut it down to either this one or this one. And then you'll have this piece that you can use as your scrap. Does that make sense? So you at least get one good solid card base out of 8 1/2 by 11 before you start just randomly punching holes and stuff. So yes, that's what the other knob's for, Kel. And you can see, Kelly, on mine, I wrote score, and then it's already rubbed off, but this used to say cut, but the black's already rubbed off. So I just have to retrace it. And 24 years after making stamps, making cards, I still, by mistake, will cut when I should score. So decide where you want them to go, and then keep them. Like your scoring could be at the top of your cutter, and your cutter would be at your bottom. Just keep it the same till you get it memorized where it is. So I think that will help. Okay, so that's just basic cutting. Now for a normal card, what you have, and it doesn't matter if your card is this way or this way, it doesn't matter. What you have in your card base is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So let's say you want to make your first layer on your card. You're going to do 1/4 of an inch all the way around. That means to do your first layer, that would mean that your first layer is 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches. It's just 1/4 off what your card base is. And every layer could be 1/4 inch off from that. So if you had Designer Series paper, which is what this pretty paper is called, Designer Series paper, you would just cut it to 4 inches by 5 1/4. And that's how you get your layer looks. So that's just a little quick video on how to cut up cardstock. Okay, so this is my last card to show you. We in the neighborhood have an HOA association, and they put a post on Facebook sharing that they're going to start doing welcome baskets to people that move into the neighborhood, which I thought was really cool. So I quickly shot off an email or a message to the coordinator and said, hey, I would love to make welcome to the neighborhood cards. And then I could put a little free card class coupon in the basket. She's like, oh yeah, that'd be great. So I just want to show you the card that I came up with. It is inspired. It's not completely my own, but this is from a punch and stamp set that was in last year's catalog. Kind of the reason why I show it is when Stampin' Up! Comes up with some timeless things, like for instance, the bunny rabbit or the pumpkin or a house or bunny rabbit house, just things that they don't normally have, buy them and keep on hold on to them, because they will last forever. And then you could do a cute welcome card to the neighborhood cards. So I just wanted to show that. And this is an old embossing folder, super old, but I thought it would be like, I didn't want it to be too masculine, too feminine. So I thought that would work out really well. So I'm going to put these back in hopes that I can capture my videos. I can capture, let me see if I can get it to be a little bit. These when my video ends. So thanks, Kel. So yeah, what a night tonight turned out to be, you guys. Thank you so much for your patience, for your endurance, for joining and going through the craziness. In 6 days, I will be in Orlando celebrating with a bunch of ladies our Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate event. I'm very excited. Karen and I both are really looking forward to that event. Super excited for it. If you're praying people, I ask that you pray. I'm going to be doing a tremendous amount of driving in the next several days, all to Florida, to Alabama, back to Florida. Back to Tennessee, to Alabama. So it's going to be really crazy. So if you're a praying person, just pray for safety. Travel angels, everything will be safe with my car and all that stuff. And I'm going to be traveling solo. So that's also a little bit unnerving. So, all right, that's it, you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Charlene, I can't wait to meet you in person. That's going to be so much fun. Angela, I can't wait to see you again. Who else? I'm going to Sharon. I'm going to get to see you. I'm super excited. And Miss Judy, bring your shopping muscles, because Karen and I have a tremendous amount of product that we would love to rehome. We have some really fun things planned, and we hope that you guys are as excited as we are. Doors will open at 8:30 and we'll start promptly at 9 o'clock. I think that's it. I hope that you guys will have time around here to make it and mail it. That's my slogan. One other little thing. So I don't know why I never told my ladies that stamp with me in Tennessee, but about my videos. So I don't know if they're on, but if they're not, hello, if I don't see you guys. But they brought me up to 651 because I asked them to like and subscribe. So that was fantastic. So thank you to the ladies that did that. And anyone that has friends that are crafters, if they want to, my goal is to make it to the 1,000 mark. That would be like the best thing ever. So it's sliced bread. Then I can do all kinds of edits and things that I can't do right now. So anyways, thank you for you guys for subscribing. Thanks for spending part of your Monday night with me. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I'll see some of you guys next week. There will be no video on Monday the 16th. I will be away. So there'll be no video next Monday night, but then the following Monday night, I'll be back to my regular videos. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right, you guys, can you No, Judy, you wait till Saturday and you shop. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon, everybody. Thank you. Bye, Kel. Have a good night, Anna. Miss you guys. Bye-bye.